how often do you encounter the religious dimension? Dalam Islam memang dah diperuntukkan. There are circumstances where the punishment for certain crimes like murder is a death penalty. And there's nuances to that. Like there are options where if, say, a family has had a family member of theirs murdered, the family has the option to, instead of the death penalty for the murderer, they can opt for blood money. Yes. So there's nuances there. Tapi for the most part, if I'm approaching this conversation with a religious lens and I'm thinking, okay, Tuhan dah cakap, Tuhan dah bagi contoh-contoh di mana hukuman mati boleh dipakai. Jadi kita siapa nak cakap hukuman mati tak boleh dipakai? Have you come across?
We actually had PAS MPs who supported us because my colleagues who worked on this, we had Wilayah Mufti talk about diyat in the context of death penalty. As far as I know, diyat is blood money.
Yep.
And that if we were to fully adhere to that belief, we are supposed to be okay with abolishing the mandatory death penalty because that robs us of the chance to even pursue diyat.
Got it. Oh, that's an interesting way to look at it.
Back then, I recall quite a few PAS MPs or Perikatan MPs were like, yeah, okay.
PAS or Perikatan, let's clarify.
Both.
Okay.
A couple of them who actually said, yeah, it makes sense.
Was it purely around the blood money issue, or were there other issues?
So they were not as, actually surprisingly, they were not as concerned about the death penalty for drugs, but more around murder,
Okay.
and so on. So I think we just ran with that, and yeah, it worked out for us.
Interesting. And so those were unlikely allies you eventually made in that journey to abolish the mandatory.
Betul.
And you would never think that, right? I mean, you would think like something like abolishing the death penalty would be a very liberal issue. You know, it would be like very highly educated people who are probably less religious and stuff like that would support the abolishment of a death penalty.
Tapi benda ni was quite macam bipartisan and stuff.
Yes, betul. Actually, on the day of the debate, I think we barely heard any no's. I had just landed home. The next morning, I was like, shit, the bill's getting table. I'm popping 8 espressos and it was getting debated and I was like, oh, no no's? Really? Oh, okay. It passed.
So it passed with a majority?
Yeah.
And on both sides?
Yeah.
Wow. It's surprising given the comments. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, MP is supposed to, like represent what the rakyat wants.
The will
right?
of the people.
And it doesn't seem like the rakyat wants the abolishment of the death penalty, which is surprising.
I expected a couple of no's.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it took a lot of groundwork for us to get to that point, but shit, it happened.